welcome back. It is day 5 of my 28-day challenge. This is Jessi Fit Pilates, your home to get fit, toned, and flexible as we strengthen, stretch, and smile. If you're here, you've landed on day 5 of my challenge, and this challenge is all about building a habit. They say it takes 21 days to make a habit, and this challenge is 28 days, so I'm giving you that extra week. Of course, I'll be making it fun. 2 days a week I'll be live, and the Saturday live will be in cosplay. It's been quite the year. It's already 2021, and we've already seen a few events that were just a little bit crazy, but the one thing we always can control is what's going on inside of us. Through many stages of my life, as difficult as things can get, I've always had Pilates and a movement practice that just grounds me. Today's workout is a flexibility workout that'll have elements of Pilates, elements of yoga, and elements of functional range conditioning. It's day 5 and we've been hitting it pretty hard. This week we'll be doing 15-minute workouts, but as the challenge goes on each week, I'll be adding more time and more intensity to it. So it's important that we take these days and we really use them to restore and nourish our bodies. You may want to use a block just to sit on if some of these moves are bad. The 90-90 position, if you can't get into it, you can always kind of do it sitting on a chair with your legs out to one side. But we are going to actually start in that 90-90 sort of mermaid position. Just keep in mind, the more you have your feet in, the less intense it'll be, and the more you have your feet out, the more challenging it will be. So let's start by grounding your feet down, and let's just take a nice arch. Deep breath in, and then exhale, really round. So tail and chin and top of your head come together. And again, inhaling and exhaling. Again, inhaling. Opening through the chest, dropping the shoulders down, drawing the abs in, and then really reaching the spine back, really drawing yourself, your chin into yourself. Okay, one more round. Now, right from here, we are going to go to the other side. We are going to take that leg into our chest, come through our butterfly. Just do a quick cat-cow here, inhaling and exhaling. And then go ahead and see if you can come to the other side. You can take your weight over, bring that knee in, and slide it to the other side. My hands are reaching by the other knee. And I'm going to arch my back and round. Really drawing my abs in. Adjust your feet as you need to. Round. Opening through my chest, reaching my tail and my chin away from each other, and then bringing it back. Again, arching. And rounding. Arching. One more round. You can always take your hands back, but I'm going to reach my hands up and just see if I can sort of glide my feet through. And then back over to the other side. From here, I'm going to shift my weight towards the front leg, or what I'm calling the front leg, the leg that's more towards in front of me. And I'm gonna come on to the elbow. You come down as much as you need to. If you wanna come up a little higher, that'll make it harder. And we're just gonna lift that leg and hold for a moment, and then lower down. This is just a mobility drill. Lift, hold, lower, lift, hold, lower. You can even put your hand here just to keep this hip from rolling back or forth. 4 more here, opening through your chest. Belly muscles really draw in. Now just hold it, hold it, hold it. Take that leg down, come on up. Now reach your hands behind you. This I think is the hard one. Really open up through your chest. See if you can lift your front leg and lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Draw your belly muscles in, opening through the front of your chest. 4 more. Lifting and holding. Spreading wide through the chest. 2, 1. Go ahead and keep your hands back there. This time, instead of coming through a diamond, come through your bear sit. Take a hold of your ankles for a second. You can gently bring your knees in towards, or your elbows in towards your knees. Breathe in really deep, lift up through your chest. And then round for just a second, and then come over to the other side. You can lean onto the elbow, right? Come right into that position, or you can kind of find that 90-90 position, find that right position for you. And then come and lean to that elbow, open through your chest. You can put your hands here, raise the knee, keeping that knee at 90 degrees, release. Raise and hold, release. Lift and hold. Lift and hold. Release. Really lifting up through your chest. Right? Remember, it's a mobility drill. We're looking to build strength and keep those joints really open. For 3, 2. Now hold that last one. Get really long. Draw your abs in super tight. And now release it. We're gonna come on up and then reach your hands back. And I'm gonna just come back, and now I'm gonna lift my front leg, lower, keeping my chest super lifted. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Try to pause at the top, keeping the chest super lifted. 3 more times. Now pause, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Lower down, lift your chest on up. You can do this with the hands up perhaps, always keep the hands behind you. Come through that bear and then come back to this position. This time, stay looking, stay twisted towards this leg. So stay internally rotating. Keep the heel down. We're gonna lift this knee and lower, right? Really working on the mobility, that internal rotation, right? Pilates, we tend to do a lot of external rotation. Today I'm adding a little extra internal rotation. A few more times here, really lifting through the chest. You can make this harder maybe for the last few. 3 more. Pausing at the top. And just holding it there, holding it, holding it, holding it. From there, see if you can come through that bear sitting on and over to the other side. Hands back for the first, lift your chest on up. Round the heel down, lift that knee, lower. And really building strength in a lengthened position, working on that mobility, that internal rotation. few more times. Lift and hold. Release. Lift and hold. Getting wide through the chest. Hold that last one up. Deep breath in. From here, coming back through that bear sit. And this time coming out perhaps into a middle split. This is not a strong position for me, as you can see. I'm just going to take my hands onto my legs for a second, take a deep breath in, sit up as tall as I can. I'm going to do a few round and arches here. So I'm going to round it and then arch back. I'm going to bend my knees a little bit, take my hands up to the side. Round, arch, round, and arch. Now I'm going to bring my weight, I'm going to shift my focus towards this leg, and I'm going to rotate that leg out, in, rotate out, in, out, in, out, in, a few more, out, in, 2 more times, 1 more time. I'm going to lift up, and I'm just going to reach a little bit further and just keep my chest lifted. A few deep breaths in here. Maybe flexing the foot. And just gently pressing that leg down, just to add a little bit of depth and trying to really get to deepen into the back of that leg. Lifting up through my chest. Keeping this foot parallel. I'll go for another 30 seconds. Opening that chest, maybe I can come down into it a little bit more. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Getting as tall as I can, drawing my belly in deep. Now, we're going to do a few lift offs. I'm going to back off a little bit. I'm going to lift up, and I'm going to try to lift that leg and lower. If you can't lift it up very much, don't worry. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Just 2 more, and 1 more. Awesome. From here, I'm just going to lift up and take it over to the other side. So I'm going to bend that knee, and I'm going to lift my chest, and I'm going to send my torso over towards this side. Nice deep breath in here, and I'm going to make sure that foot's at parallel, and I'm going to open up through my chest, flat both hips down, and just try to sink down deeper. I'm just going to gently start to press the heel down into the mat. So it's an active form of stretching we're doing today, so it's not necessarily like yoga where it's very relaxed. We're very much active. Working through the core, holding for about 20 more seconds, and then we'll go into our lift offs on this side. Another deep breath in, lift your chest. Now I'm going to back off a little bit and lift and lower. You can't lift, just pretend to lift. 3 more. 2, 1. From here, I'm going to bend that knee back into that 90-90, and then I'm going to bend the other knee back into there. And I'm just going to come down for a second, right, as much as I can, and then round, and then arch, and come down. From here, I'm going to keep that 90-90, and I'm going to come into a bit of a pigeon. And just hold for a moment here. Lifting up through my chest. As you can see, I should probably put a block there, drawing my belly muscles in. Opening up through my shoulders. Sinking just a little deeper into that hip. And get a little deeper into the stretch, go for it. Inhaling through the nose and then exhaling through the mouth. And as you can see, I'm kind of rocking back and forth just to open that hip a little bit more. Now pay attention to the back foot. I'm going to bend that knee, curl it, extend, bend it, extend it, bend it. 4 more times. And you can always use a block to assist. 3, 2. Now, if it's available to you, hold that last one, lift up, and just pause. Very slowly, let that side go. Sink down into that hip, coming through that diamond, over to the other side. Coming up into that 90-90 on this side first, lifting through your chest. First, sink down as much as you can, then chin to chest, round your spine, come all the way up. Open your chest, sink down, round up. Lift your chest, and then pigeon on the other side. As you can see, it looks a little different for me on this side. Pause for a few moments here. Opening up through your chest and shoulders. Feeling that hip, right? This hip really start to sink down towards the mat. Feeling the stretch there. You can always use a block underneath that hip just to get a little bit deeper. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Maybe you can sink down, pressing into that front foot. Widening through the chest and shoulders. Now, bend that back knee, extend. Bend, extend. Really think about squeezing the back of that thigh to lift the foot towards that tush, towards that butt cheek. A few more times. And then on that last one, hold it. See if you can use that hand to take a hold. Opening through your chest. And then releasing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Hit the blog so you can download your workshop. Make sure you also hit the blog so you can download the calendar and check off all the days and see what's coming next as far as equipment. All the links for everything is in the description box below, and I'm so happy you're here, and I'm so happy that you chose me to instruct you on your journey to becoming a person that is on a workout schedule. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow.